Thank you for joining this emergency preparedness training for facility staff. My name is Cody Santiago, and I am the manager for emergency management and data for Baltimore City Public Schools. Today's training is going to look a little different than your other trainings that you'll be attending throughout this month. I want to start off with, you are not just a custodian. In fact, you are the custodian. You're responsible for many things, and you are not just a custodian. You are the custodian for your site or school. One of your biggest responsibilities is that you are technically physical security specialists. Our students and staff rely on you to make sure that our buildings are safe and secure for an environment that allows for teaching and learning. So we need you to make sure that our doors are locked, our windows are closed, and that our schools are generally safe from your perspective. You are also considered sanitation specialists, and during a global pandemic, this job could not be more important. Our staff, students, families, and visitors expect to enter clean spaces. That's why we need you to make sure that our floors are clean, our common touch points are sanitized, and spaces are set up for people to easily enter and walk through. Our city's schools are an extension of our communities, and we need to make sure our schools are clean and free of disease spread so that people will want to come to school and work. Another important role you play is that you are utility experts of your buildings. During emergencies like hazardous materials incidents and utility emergencies, we need you to be prepared to respond before help arrives. And even when help arrives, we need you to work with local responders to help them with the layout of our schools and how our utilities and systems work. Energy conservation is also another important aspect of your job, but sometimes it's overlooked. Remember when I said that schools are extensions of our communities? We need to be leaders in our city in showing how we can conserve energy, but also provide necessary systems for our staff and students. Recycling and waste management in our schools is also an important part of your job, but another overlooked responsibility. Ensuring that we recycle in our schools will give us a chance to reduce our carbon footprint and the usage of fossil fuels so that students in our schools today can have a better chance at battling climate change tomorrow. It also serves as another lesson for our students that recycling is extremely important for our environment and for their future. Learning about waste management will help to keep our communities clean even when they leave school and go home. While you might think that the most important part of your job is what's in your job description, it's not that at all. Yes, we need you to do the things that are expected of you so that we can have clean and healthy schools. But your most important job is to remember that you are a role model of the students that are in your schools. Whether you know it or not, students look up to you because you're an adult that they can trust. Remember that your every move and every word is being watched by the young lives that enter our schools every day. You are representative of our city schools, so be proud of that and be proud of the work that you do. Remember that your name is always attached to your everyday job and to take pride in that and to continue to make Baltimore City Public Schools a safer and cleaner school for those young ones that are watching you. Without you, we can't have school safety. Without you, our buildings would not be secure or clean, our utilities and systems would not be maintained, and our facilities would not be safe. School safety is just not effective without you. So our students and staff need a few things from you. First, we need you to be observant. Be observant of your everyday slips, trips, and falls hazards. Look out for wet floors as you normally do. Look for any potentially dangerous hazards like sharp objects or dim lighting or anything like that. We also need you to be observant of potential security issues like open doors or windows, or people that look suspicious and are not typically in our buildings and are unidentified. Be sure to work with your school leaders on things that do not look safe to you that you cannot correct yourself. Next, we need you to make sure that our schools are secured. Always start with the outside of your building first. Any objects that are lying around that you think might be hazardous to students or staff, either pick them up or contact someone who can help you to remove the dangerous item or items. Next, make sure all doors are locked so that people cannot easily access our buildings. While doing this, remember to be observant and look for things that are unusual, like suspicious vehicles or packages. Once you secure the outside of the school, now work on the inside. Close any utility or maintenance areas so that people cannot easily access tools or chemicals. Also lock any utility boxes or electric panels that are easily accessible to anyone in the halls. Be sure to check the security cameras are working and are not blocked. And remember to always be observant inside as well for any dangerous items or things that need to be replaced. We also need you to help us prepare for emergencies. We need you to know what your building leaders expect of you during emergencies, like evacuations, lockdowns, shelter in place, and others. Be sure to meet with your building leaders so you clearly understand what's expected of you when an emergency happens. Finally, we need you to address issues quickly and to district policy. In order to have safe, secure, and healthy schools, any potentially dangerous, hazardous, or life-threatening challenges, we need you to work with your building leaders and your supervisors to make sure these issues are quickly responded to and to how the district expects. The most important thing to remember through all of this is that we need you to take care of you. We can't have school safety without you. Be sure to do things the safe way. Work smarter, not harder. Ask for help when you need it. Use the right tools. Wear your personal protective equipment and take care of each other. My challenge to you is to make this a competition to see who can have the cleanest school and the school with the fewest accidents and injuries.